I inherited 1,000 acres, and their entire HOA is built on it. They re-in for a huge surprise. I knew my life had changed when the lawyer handed me a dusty folder labeled Property Title, 1,004 acres. My late uncle had left me more land than I'd ever walked in my life. Rolling hills, forests, creeks, everything. But the real shock came when I opened the plat map. Right in the middle of those acres sat an entire HO, a subdivision of 312 homes. And not a single one of them owned the land underneath. I didn't say anything at first. I wanted to confirm every detail before I approached anyone. I drove out, hiked the boundary lines, checked the county records, and compared my deed to the recorded plats. The mistake wasn't mine. It was theirs. Decades ago, the developer leased the land from my uncle with a 40-year term. That lease had expired 8 months before I inherited everything. So when I showed up at the HOA office to introduce myself, I expected some cooperation. Instead, I got arrogance. Their president looked me up and down and said, "If you're here to complain about our construction noise, you need to file a resident request form." I informed her I wasn't a resident. I was the landowner. She actually laughed. She said, "Sweetheart, this community owns this land." I pulled out my deed and set it on the counter. Her smile vanished. 2 days later, I received a violation notice claiming I was trespassing on private HOA property. That was the moment I switched from polite to strategic. I hired a land use attorney. We compiled everything: the expired lease, the county plat, the archived contract, the tax records showing the subdivision had never paid land tax, and aerial drone footage proving the homes sat entirely within my parcel boundaries. My lawyer said it bluntly: they have no legal ground under their feet. Literally. We drafted a formal notice to the HOA board informing them of the expired lease and offering 3 legal options: renegotiate, relocate, or face removal proceedings under property law. Instead of responding professionally, the HOA president sent me an email threatening to pursue criminal charges for harassment. Perfect. One more piece of evidence. We filed a quiet title action and a demand for back land use payments for the 8 months since the lease expired. When the case hit court, the judge looked at the documents, then at the HOA board, and asked, "Did any of you bother to check whether you still had the right to occupy this land?" No one answered. Judgment was immediate. The HOA was ordered to negotiate a new lease under my terms or begin planning the relocation of every structure built on my 1,000 acres. Their president went pale. Some homeowners were furious, not at me, but at the board that never read their own contracts. Now they're scrambling. My attorney is drafting the new agreements, and I'm setting the price, fair but firm. My land is mine again. And they finally know it. If you love HOSTA stories, like the video and subscribe.